Hey everyone, and welcome! I am absolutely thrilled to have you here for today's explainer. We're taking a really deep dive into an incredibly fascinating topic today, drawing straight from some brilliant insights found in the Engagement Ring Guide. We are talking about birthstones. Now, we see them all the time in jewelry stores, but understanding the actual history behind them completely transforms shopping for jewelry. It takes it from just a generic transaction into this deeply meaningful historical pursuit. There is just so much practical and mystical significance hidden right beneath the surface, and today we're going to learn exactly how to harness it.
So does your birth month hold a secret power? I mean, it's a pretty fun thought, right? For literally thousands of years, ancient civilizations genuinely believed that the very month you were born in and the specific stone tied to it completely dictated your fortune, your health, and even your destiny. So today, we're going to unpack those ancient hidden meanings and explore the true significance of your birth month stone.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. The magic of birthstones. 2. Ancient roots to modern standards. 3. Your month, your gemstone. 4. Spiritual and alternative uses. And 5. Choosing your perfect stone.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the magic of birthstones.
Okay, so by definition, a birthstone is a stone or crystal traditionally associated with a person's month of birth, credited with spiritual, therapeutic, and symbolic virtues. The absolute most crucial part of that definition, from our source material, those spiritual and therapeutic virtues. Belief in birthstones isn't some new marketing trend invented by a modern jewelry company. No way. It has existed for millennia. Throughout history, people have firmly believed in the ability of these stones to actually influence our lives. Ancient kings would literally wear specific gems into battle because they firmly believed the stones would grant them invincibility. Meanwhile, early healers used them to ward off ailments. They've just always been viewed as these powerful vessels of protection and good fortune.
The source material drops this absolutely beautiful quote. Choosing a birthstone is like choosing a loyal friend who accompanies us throughout life. I just love that analogy. Think about what a really loyal friend actually does. A true friend stays by your side, they ground you, and they remind you of who you really are. Well, a birthstone is meant to do exactly that. As you age, the stone ages right along with you. It acts as this daily physical reminder of your roots. These stones are essentially a direct ancient gift from nature, carrying raw energy meant to protect us from negative forces and beautifully amplify our own inner strengths.
Moving right along to Section 2, Ancient Roots to Modern Standards.
The journey of how these stones were actually assigned to our months is an incredible historical timeline. It all traces back to ancient Jewish tradition, specifically to the legendary breastplate of judgment worn by the high priests of the Israelites. Just imagine the sheer visual impact of this garment for a second. It featured 12 distinct, magnificent stones set in gold, and each one was meticulously chosen to represent one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Over centuries, as cultures intermingled and evolved, especially across Europe and the US, this rich symbolism began to shift. Instead of representing the 12 tribes, a new tradition evolved that assigned these 12 ancient stones to the 12 months of the year. But here's the catch. For a really long time, this system was completely chaotic. Actually, scratch that, it was a total mess. Different towns, different countries, and different jewelers had completely conflicting lists for which stone belonged to which month. This confusion lasted all the way until 1912. That year, the American Jewelers Association, known today as Jewelers of America, officially stepped in to standardize the whole shebang once and for all. They published the official birthstone guide for each month, and that precise, standardized list, it's exactly what the entire world still uses today.
Which brings us to the really fun part, Section 3, Your Month, Your Gemstone.
Okay, let's dive into the first half of the year. Listen up for your specific birth month. If you were born in January, your stone is the garnet. It symbolizes protection and friendship. Historically, ancient travelers actually carried garnets on their journeys because they believed the deep red stone would literally illuminate the night and protect them on dark, dangerous roads. February babies, you get the gorgeous amethyst, known for tranquility, balance, and spiritual cleanliness. The ancient Greeks highly valued this stone, believing it kept the wearer clear-headed and quick-witted. March brings the aquamarine, representing courage, calm, and hope. This stunning blue stone was famously carried by early sailors to guarantee a safe, calm voyage across stormy seas. For April, we have the diamond. It's the hardest natural substance on Earth, forged under unimaginable pressure, making it the ultimate historical symbol of strength, eternal love, and purity. May is tied to the lush green emerald. Deeply loved by historical figures like Cleopatra, it represents love, fertility, wisdom, and the powerful rebirth of spring. Rounding out the first half of the year, June offers the pearl or Alexandrite. Pearls are incredibly unique since they're naturally born from the sea, historically offering the wearer an aura of pure elegance, purity, and enchantment.
All right, keeping that energy going into the second half of the year. July gives us the ruby, symbolizing passion, love, and vitality. Historic cultures actually believed rubies held the very power of life itself because of their deep, blood-like color. August features the Peridot, often formed in the intense heat of volcanoes. It brings a fiery, protective energy and is highly considered a shield against negativity. September is the Sapphire, a classic symbol of loyalty, wisdom, and truth. Back in the Middle Ages, clergy would wear sapphires to symbolize heaven and attract divine favor. October offers the Opal or Tourmaline. Opals literally hold a breathtaking rainbow of colors within them, acting as a muse for artists throughout history and representing inspiration, creativity, and love. November brings Topaz or Citrine. Citrine is actually often referred to historically as the merchant stone because of its reputation for attracting abundance, wealth, warmth, and optimism. And finally, December wraps up the year with Turquoise, Zircon, or Tanzanite, symbolizing good fortune, success, and healing. Turquoise specifically is one of the world's oldest amulets, famously used by Native American shamans who believe the stone bridged the realms of heaven and earth.
That takes us right into Section 4, Spiritual and Alternative Uses.
So, beyond their obvious physical beauty, these stones are deeply foundational in alternative medicine, crystal therapy, and various spiritual fields. Practitioners today don't just put these stones on a shelf to look pretty, they utilize them actively. Many believe that placing your personal birthstone on specific chakras or wearing it directly against the skin allows your body to absorb its energetic protection. It's a highly intentional practice used to cultivate immense emotional balance and personal empowerment. By wearing your specific stone, you are essentially carrying a physical anchor for your inner strength right there with you, grounding you against the everyday chaos of life.
And finally, Section 5, Choosing Your Perfect Stone.
Look, a birthstone is a unique and deeply meaningful gift to mark a birthday or an anniversary. Gifting one goes way, way beyond a generic jewelry purchase. It transforms an anniversary or a birthday from a standard, everyday transaction into a highly strategic, incredibly thoughtful pursuit. Whether you're setting it into a custom ring, a pendant, or some earrings, you are choosing a piece of ancient nature that is intrinsically tied to the personal history of whoever is wearing it.
Now, if you're going to acquire one of these pieces, the Engagement Ring Guide outlines a pretty brilliant, actionable strategy. Step 1, buy from a direct gemstone supplier. This is absolutely crucial because it leads directly to Step 2, which is comparing certified stones side by side. You really need to compare loose stones in person. You've got to see how they uniquely catch the light, observe any natural, beautiful inclusions inside the gem, and feel their unique weight before making a decision. Then, Step 3. You can set that loose gemstone to your very own design. The source specifically points to resources like Israel Diamonds for this exact reason. They provide a comprehensive guide alongside a vast inventory of loose gemstones, basically allowing you to act as the designer. By following these steps, you aren't just buying a ring off a shelf, you're custom building a legacy piece that is perfectly tailored to the wearer.
So, knowing everything you now know about the rich, thousands of years of history, the deep meaning, and the intense personal connection tied to your specific birth month, will you wear yours for its ancient protective powers, or simply for its timeless beauty? There's no wrong answer, for sure, but understanding this history certainly changes how you look at the jewelry you might wear every single day. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. It's been a blast, and I cannot wait to explore another fascinating topic with you all very soon.